Armstrong and Sheringham, between them, have contributed 33 goals to the Tottenham cause so far this season. Gary Mabbott and Clive Wilson are back in the side today. Ronnie Rosenthal and Stuart Nethercott dropped to the bench. Wolves, fifth from bottom of the first division, welcome back Neil Emblen in central defence. Emblen actually has been a Spurs fan from the age of just 11 when he was coached by Gary Mabbott at one of the club's soccer schools. Next to him is Eric Young, a cup winner way back in 1988 with Wimbledon. Referee David Allison had no qualms about the pitch. Even so, the temperature is forecast to reach only -3. It's definitely a 3-sweater day for everyone except the players. No need for an orange ball, although there wasn't much in it. Spurs are playing from left to right. And this is Dean Austin. Out of Thompson. And the first throw goes Tottenham's way. Form and status tend not to matter too much on occasions like this. Tottenham, fourth in the Premiership, are very strong favourites at the outset. Out of Thompson again, another throw. Andy Thompson, who signed for Wolves on the same day as Steve Bull. Here's Rule Fox. Now Kasky. Thompson. Gary Mabbott has been restored to the Spurs side today after a calf injury. And he's conceded the throw. Richards. It's a searching one for Bull. Edinburgh got there first. Osborne's pushing past. This is Rankin. He does have men to aim for, 3 of them. Still Rankin. Kasky's header. And then that of Edinburgh. Not cleared by Sheringham. Osborne. Oh, comes to Bull. Off Mabbott. Still it's not away. Steve Bull, with the ball at his feet, is a threat to any side. Mark McGee, in only his 9th game in charge of Wolves, just 2 wins so far. And he would say 2 defeats. Cal would have been very happy to let that run out of play. Rankin. Now, Goodman's made a run. Calderwood's been caught out. This is Goodman. Austin in the way. Well, if anything, the offender seemed to be Goodman there, and not the Spurs fullback. Emblen. Thompson. Oh, misplaced pass, and this is Wilson. Armstrong and Sheringham to his right. Still Clive Wilson. Young in his wake. Clive Wilson scores his first goal for Tottenham Hotspur. And it all stemmed from the misplaced pass by Andy Thompson, which put Wolves in what became terminal trouble. Young on this surface had precious little chance of reaching it. Wilson still had plenty to do. Young had the chance to atone for his error, but with a finish like that, he had no chance. Thompson will live that moment again and again if the result goes against Wolverhampton Wanderers today. So will Wilson, but for very different reasons. Sheringham. Plenty of options ahead of him. One of whom is Austin. Now it needs a good cross towards Armstrong. Never quite got enough of his head to the ball. The defender was in the way. Austin's cross was well delivered. I'm not sure that Armstrong wasn't using his arm as a lever anyway. Ball. Now Goodman through the centre. A powerful runner. Austin had a start. Oh, that's a real tester. It's come off Walker. And Goodman got the final touch. It's a crazy, crazy goal. Well, he and the defender Austin won't be having a drink this evening. Look at that, it was an easy back pass, but he left it short. And the persistence was the key. Goodman on and on. There was the touch that counted. 1-1. Calderwood. Well, Atkins was clearly shoved off the ball by the arm of Campbell. Osborne towards Eric Young. Ball came to Richards, who got behind Sol Campbell. Spurs are looking decidedly uncertain at the back. It's not just the goal. Generally, they look a little uncomfortable. Alan Sugar's having a harder battle today than he had in Geneva yesterday. Wilson. Fox. Thompson sticking with it. Still it's Fox. Jockeying for position. And eventually crossing. Armstrong. Well, it was a clear header. In the end, it wasn't too difficult for Stowell, but he will be asking questions of the defender as to why Armstrong was allowed to get there first. Dean Richards was the man in question. Oh, Mabbott's given it straight to Steve Bull. Bull's gone past Calderwood. That's how it should have gone. Goodman and Bull together look a potent combination. They've scored enough goals between them for Wolves this season in the First Division. Goodman the provider, and Bull it was who poked it wide. Wilson. Again, space is opening up. Well, he scored one, and that one was fairly adjacent as well. And considering that before today he'd never scored for Tottenham Hotspur, he's having a decent afternoon. Not bad for a free transfer. Osborne. Bull. Goodman. Oh, sweeping play by Wolves. This is Osborne. Atkins ahead of him. Still they come with Goodman. Now Armstrong. Away from Richards. Still Armstrong. Good block. Only as far as Campbell, though. Stowell was relieved to have the chance to clutch that. Well, if it continues like this for much longer, Rocket Ronnie may be on. Goodman. Sliding challenge came from Austin. This is Fox. Sheringham. Now from Campbell's pass, here's Austin. Richards took no chances. And this is Tottenham's first corner after virtually an hour of play. Kasky takes it. Sheringham's unmarked. Calderwood went in there. And Richards again was the last man back. Let's have another go. Kasky again. Eric Young in the way. Armstrong. Was that an arm? Armstrong high in the air. Down from Rankin. Mabbott, good save by Stowell. He did well to keep his feet for long enough to see where the ball was going. Gary Mabbott tends to reserve his goals for the FA Cup. His last one was against Sunderland last season at the same stage of the competition. Austin. Oh, no one's picked up Rule Fox. Could have gone with it himself. Back from Sheringham. No foul. Thompson was the defender. Kasky. Deflected cross. Armstrong. Oh! Well, that's as near as he's come all day. He rose ever so well. Got in front of the defender and scraped the post. Well, this was the penalty incident. Thompson seemed to be in his own ground. Goodman, straight to Austin. Sheringham. Armstrong. Not quite into the path of Fox. Ball. Oh, Austin's nicked it back. This is Fox. Armstrong. A foot either side, and that would have been 2-1. It was a rarity that Wolves were caught in possession. Austin must take credit for that, and Armstrong for this header. Very direct, but directly at the keeper. Ferguson. Thompson with the throw. Back from Ferguson. Two in the middle. One of them is Bull. He just couldn't get goal side of Mabbott. Atkins. Rankin. Edinburgh concedes the corner. Rankin's had a steady game on the right-hand side. The big men are all forward. Ferguson's cross, Young, and it was Sheringham of all people, virtually on the goal line. Out by Kasky. Now Fox. On to Armstrong. Balked by Richards. Referee saw nothing wrong. This was the corner routine where the keeper came really into no man's land. It was a battle he wasn't going to win, and Eric Young nearly made him pay. Young's touch wasn't quite decisive enough, and that was Sheringham on the line. Here's Fox. Kasky. Aim for Armstrong. Oh, he's lost Richards. But Richards recovered ever so well. He has such poise, Dean Richards. Until he was upended by Campbell. But that's not the first time that he saved Wolves' skin. He is such a presence inside the penalty area. Armstrong got the better of him initially, but not when it really mattered. Mark McGee and Colin Lee. These will be anxious moments for them with just 2.5 minutes to go. Edinburgh. Now Wilson. To be fair to Wolves, they've worked so hard that maybe they've helped to make Tottenham look bad. Sheringham. Now Campbell. Ball away from Ferguson. On to Armstrong. Kasky. Credit to guess who? Richards. For another superbly timed tackle. Darren Kasky sensing his first goal of the season. And it looked on. Off Armstrong's pass until the big number 6 intervenes. And the two sides must do it all again at Molineux in 11 days' time. Wolves more than deserved their replay. Clive Wilson had given Spurs an early lead in the 13th minute after the first of two fairly awful defensive errors, that one by Andy Thompson. Don Goodman capitalised quarter of an hour later from Austin's error to make it 1-1. The second half was tight. Takes up